My 17th day in NYSCeries orientation camp at the Osun State as a Lagos copper has just ended. But the day started with a cold morning, as all mornings in the last week have started very, very chilly. In fact, I've not been taking my bath in the mornings for like 3-4 days now. I come back and I bath after Said, and that's often the only bath I have the entire day. But this morning, I'm not at the point of duty to take my bath in the morning. I didn't wake up the earliest. I used to try to be out and go to take my OBS attendance before 4:30, even if the rule stipulates that you have from 4:30 to 4:45. So when I woke up around 4:17 this morning, I told myself, like, I have until 4:45. Let me take my bath. It was chilly. I mean, I don't have a blanket here. And if you're coming here this time of the year, and by this time of the year, I'm talking June, July, middle of the year. But in fact, whenever, to be honest. Because who knows, cold nights happen all year round. Have a blanket. And I mean a blanket, not something... I should have had a blanket, actually. Felix, my brother, served before me. And he had a blanket in Lagos with my cousin. And I was supposed to pick up some of his stuff and use in the camp here. And I just never made it to Lagos. I really thought I was going to camp in Lagos. But since I'm not camping in Lagos, they don't flash me touch. So they don't flash me touch. I won't go record this thing now like this. Alright. I'm going to go back in. He's coming this way, inshallah. Alright, let's take a break. Alright, we're back. What was I saying? It was very cold, but I took my bath this morning. But the bath was the experience was tricky because it was from water that I had stored from the previous night. So when I took it to the bathroom, I was shivering. But I didn't hesitate to pour it on my body, and then it just felt like a liquid version of the cold I was already feeling. I didn't feel any colder. So it was easy for me to actually complete my bath, which I did. I was like, you know what, this is not actually that bad. I could actually do this every morning. Why am I being lazy and just, wearing my whites to sign attendance and going to, let me not be casting myself. But anyway, if I sweat, I take my bath. If I don't sweat, I feel like I can manage until it's convenient for me to bath. So it was a cold morning. Even during the meditation service, it was still cold. But there's something about the meditation I like, which is the manual word race these days. Like, I participate in it. I wish I had done it from the beginning. And before I start glazing NYSC further and licking their ass further, I just need to say only this one. That everything that they say to do has a use. And anybody who adheres to it religiously cannot go wrong, cannot fail. But the things that we are used to already set us apart. The company we keep will ensure that we do not follow every rule. The history we have, the kind of the personalities we already come here with as adults will not let us follow through. And there's something about this period. This is 4 days left. 4 days to go. And I'm thinking, camp has become so sweet. Like, the activities that are coming up back to back in the social events, just the overall vibe, the feeling that, we'll soon leave this dungeon, but we'll not have this community anymore, is bittersweet. And then it makes everything that much more valuable, They called a platoon meeting this evening for my platoon, and almost everybody were there. The people I see on camp that I have never thought were in my platoon, I thought they were just there, They're in my platoon. They called a meeting today in my platoon, everybody showed up. We didn't stay long, I left early, but everybody showed up because just like, you didn't do stuff, and then you're now thinking, what have I done in this camp that I've been here? Well, thankfully, I did something, Even today, Seth, I did know your culture, recorded. Still don't have a video of myself doing that stuff. And I think I've done the last one because the carnival is tomorrow. But we interviewed Platoon 8. And I had to facilitate that myself. That's something I learned from 50 Cent's book. What's the name of that book again? Work harder, God, work smarter. What was the name of that book again, Seth? Well, he said something about when he was in a label and he was trying to get some projects off the ground. And the people in the department to get his project off the ground, like let's say marketing now, to do the marketing of his album, we are being slow on it. So he took the jump on it, took responsibility and made it happen. So a lot of the time, like twice, I've had to shoot these episodes, this show at OBS called Know Your Culture with representatives of different platoons. And so they can tell us about their culture that they're representing at the carnival tomorrow. And a lot of them used to miss the appointment. Twice I've had 2 people miss appointment. Platoon 4 and Platoon 5 missed their appointments. And this thing, just showing up, gives them points in the overall parade, in the overall platoon grading. And then I had this information only yesterday. And then I thought, why have I been sitting? So I took an idea from 50 Cent's book where he said he started moving to do the marketing himself. Like, he was making moves himself. And if it's anything that requires the expertise of the marketing people, he'll go and ask them. Like, we just stroll into the marketing department. Like, I'll just be asking them random questions. Like, so how do we get this done? And what just ask questions and then go and facilitate his stuff by himself. Makes him go that bit faster. And that's what I did. So I messaged people from Platoon 7 and Platoon 8, because Platoon 7 missed yesterday and Platoon 8 was the one for today. No, actually, ideally Platoon 10 was for today, but you know what, people that have missed and missed. So I messaged Platoon 7 and Platoon 8. Please give me the number of your director of socials. My heart will find my bunkmate is in Platoon 8. My friend is in Platoon 7. So I asked for both DOS's numbers. Imad said he told his DOS to text me. Doin sent me his DOS's number. So that one, I texted the guy. I told him, look, this thing is important. It adds points to your platoon if you show up. So please, get somebody ready to come and talk about the roboculture people are representing tomorrow. He said, okay, nice one. He's going to have Doin or somebody else coming to give me to talk the talk. When it was almost time for my show, I started calling Doin as well. I ended up doing the show with one girl, Tega. Not some girl, that's so disrespectful. With one girl, Tega, she was great on it, she was nice. She had to use ChatGPT at the same time. But it's audio recording, even though it was live, we managed and she was awesome. So, I did that show today and would have said, nobody showed up if I didn't go hard to try and make sure we get it done. In fact, when it was time for the show and producers told me, how far your show is coming up, are you ready for it? I said, yeah, the guest is coming. Like, I now have, before I used to just wait to go to the office and meet the guests. But now, like, all of us are coppers on campus. Why didn't I think about going to go and search for them in the beginning first? It's my show. Like, I'm the one scheduled to record that show on this day. What am I preparing? Or before I do my preparation, like, let me know something about the culture as well so that I can contextualize my questions. But that's not enough. I have to secure the guests. So that's what I did today. I'm proud of myself for that. And that's what I'll be doing henceforth. If I'm working in an organization where, especially when it's something I love to do, like podcasting, interviewing people, I'm going to put the extra work, to try and make sure that I don't get voided in any way, or my stuff don't get void. It's funny how I can see my bed from outside here through the window. Okay, I can't see my bed, but I can see my bunk. My bed is down bunk. Anyway. So that's the thing with this period in Campo. Everybody is just that bit excited, There's just something in the air. Tomorrow is carnival. They say you can wear mufti the whole of tomorrow if you like, which I find to be exciting stuff, honestly. I'm not even sure what I'll wear, but I might wear my mufti. I definitely wear my mufti. Yeah. Ooh, you know what? In my group, in my hostel room, there's a group we have, and recently, in the last 2 weeks or so, it's become a culture that if somebody catches Iman is the proprietor of this particular habit. It's funny, but I knew this was coming. So, if you spot our roommates inside camp somewhere, somehow, we'll take a snap of him. Just video him, short video, and post to the group, like, hey, this is what this guy is doing, especially when they're with girls. So, it's just something that happens every day in the group. There's like 5 videos being dropped of random roommates. It's funny stuff. Until today, a video that was posted yesterday of some guy and a girl got to the hands of that girl. And then she sent the video back to the guy and like, yo, somebody recorded us while we were talking. That is weird. And the guy came to the group and the room and was just partying. In case you're watching this like 10 or 20 years, I've been listening to this like several years from now. I don't know what para is. Like complaining, raking, ranting. Saying that, This is fucked up now. This is something we do in a group privately. Why is somebody sending out pictures? And I didn't care. In fact, at that point in time, I left the parade ground to come. It's already time for social night to come back and shit. So I was literally just taking my bucket of water and passing through them as they were complaining. And I was going to the toilet. But by the time I came back, they had known who did it. By the time I came back from the parade or the social night in the parade ground overall, I figured out who did it. And who was it? This TikToker that was staying at the top of Ima's bunk. Ima's bunk is next to mine. And he's the one, I think he was trying to check the girl or something. All of this is privileged information, but this is my community. So whoever is listening to this, right? See for you. Anyway, so he was the one who, I think he's trying to check the girl and he was trying to form, you know how it is now. He thinks the girl will be impressed and be like, how did you get this? But instead she was like, ew, it's creepy. And then she went to go and ask the other guy, yo, how come somebody has a video of me? Anyway, turns out it was him. The guy DM'd the aggrieved guy and told him, so this is me, it's my handwork, it's me that did this stuff, sorry. But the guy was still pissed. He said he didn't respond. But we'll lay down the rules in the group that is unacceptable, we'll not do that anymore, and that maybe we'll expel him from the group temporarily or something, because I think we are family, we all stay there together. And that guy, the person that did it, I said was on my bunk because he took exit. He left last week. So he's not in the hall anymore. So they can't have a physical altercation. That would have been another T. And today, while they were playing the finals of the football competition, which I didn't really give a fuck about because we don't come up for that competition and they still pay me. But it was the finals. Platoon 10, the hated platoon that removed us, won. You know what? I feel like in any competition I'm in, whoever removes me, better fucking... Cook boy. Better win. Because at least that way I feel like, you know what? I cleared the way. At least you had to beat me to win this stuff. But if you beat me and now somebody else now go and beat you, it's like, yo, are all of us now useless? So, congrats to Platoon 10 for winning the football tournament for Batch A Stream 2 2025. NYSCeries Cup in NYSCeries Cup. Anyways, what am I saying? So yeah, while that game was going on, before I finished, I saw some guys playing volleyball in volleyball court. Volleyball was mainly for girls competition, but boys play it now during the sports time. So I went and played. I love volleyball. I think about playing volleyball a lot because it's with my hands. I like the ability that I can just smash and stuff. As in, exciting. So I played. Went and played. I've dislocated my big toe on my left leg today. Because I jumped to try and smash one ball, but apparently I jumped too early. So the ball hadn't dropped for me to do the smash. So only my fingertips touched the ball. And then my landing was terrible. I landed on my toes. Even, kind of tore my shoe a bit. So I feel this, maybe it's not a dislocation or a sprain, but it's this discomfort on my big toe, on my left foot. Annoying. But overall, I had a good game. Like the volleyball game, I had a good game. I could smash. My service were wicked. I earned my team like 4 or 5 straight points today from service when it was my turn, my first service. And then the second time I had to serve, I served. He got us a point, and then the second service was out. Messed up, man. Messed up. But at least I know that that's something I can do. So if I go out, if I can't play football, whenever I'm not playing football, I'll definitely try out volleyball more often. It was really fun. Well, on the other hand, Iman wasn't very good at volleyball. He had never played the game before. But it was me that said, let's go and try that volleyball out. So I thought he had experience playing volleyball. Apparently, he was new. It was funny seeing him struggle to put his hands together and try to, hit the ball the way that we normally do it. But we live and we learn. I think he had fun. Our set actually won one set, and then the set that came in now beat us mercilessly. We were off it. Although one of the soldiers joined us, and I have to say he ruined our game a bit. Actually, Iman and one other guy in our team too were not very good volleyball players. But I wouldn't say it was their fault. Collectively, I think we all lost points. Even the guy that seemed to be the best player in the team lost points. There's something I realized today as well. Let me tell you guys this gist. Funny, I've told 2 people the gist already today, but I will. So, you know what? You have to, if you're in a place, you have to know the privileges you are entitled to. 100% of them. If there's a way to know all the privileges you're entitled to, try to go through that list. Because you never know the difference in the satisfaction and the excitement of your experience of something can just be information. So today, while we're trying to do our OBS we are going to do for the carnival tomorrow, we are going to sing a song. So while we're trying to gather up for our rehearsal, the coordinator of our OBS came and asked me and Ima to help him do something. And it was to go and carry something from Mami back to the sports office. So he handed us over to one man they call Mr. Benga. I used to call it Benga before, but I think it's Benga. I've heard two people. My social director is called Benga, and the man's name is Benga as well. He introduced himself to us. I said we should help him go and bring 1 pack of water and 1 pack of Coke from Mami Market, one woman in Mami Market. And so we went to Mami and brought it back. And when we put it there, we asked, Ima was asking him questions about, what it takes to own a shop in Mami. And the man was answering the question, but I was just looking around the office and I noticed some games like chess, Scrabble, Woot, Ludo. And so when he was done talking, I asked him, how do we get this stuff? He said it's for us, so during game time, you can come and collect. I said, really? He said, yeah. I said, fantastic. All right, let's do that then. He said, during the match now, which is the match I told you about, that was the time I played that volleyball. So when the match time came, me and the man went there. He dropped his ID card, obviously. You can't just take the game. You drop your ID card. He dropped his ID card and took the Ludo, and we played. And then we eventually handed it over to other people and went to go and play that volleyball. But what am I saying? Oh, yes. Before that happened, after we dropped that Coke, we were about to go back to our practice when the man called us again to go and bring trophies from the office, because now today is finals. So we went to go and bring trophies from the camp director's office. Very short distance, so in fact I sent a video. I made a video of like the distance, so I'll send that to the WhatsApp group. Very short distance, but as I had all these NYSC competition trophies in my hand, a bunch of them. Transporting it, I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm not going to make a video or a picture, take a picture of myself with all these trophies in my white and white. So I took selfies of myself packing these trophies. I took a picture of a man as well packing trophies, and he snapped me 2 packing trophies, and we took selfies together packing the trophies. Just in that short trip, and the man was just laughing, following us. And then just having those pictures is just pure good. I love the fact that I took those pictures. And then, this is a long ass episode, 17, waiting at the talk. Anyway, that happened. Then today's social night, I have to say, boring, because the NYSC officials did not organize anything. They don't do Mr. Matching now. Plus, they cancelled our slim, tall, and handsome, big, bold, and beautiful contest. So I didn't do that shit no more. I think I told you guys that yesterday, Sha. So yeah, didn't compete in that. Cancelled. Today was just performances from different core members, purely upcoming musicians that have songs. That's just what they're all doing today. So, that stuff. But night ended. As the night ended, I was walking with one of my friends. Then guess what? That's my flag party soldier that was teaching us that whole flag party thing when I first came to camp. He saw me. And the person I was working with was a girl. So he just told the girl to keep going and told me to come and sit down with him. I said, come and sit down. I knew he was just trying to separate me, and he just thought it would hurt me if he lets my company go and keeps me, So he just kept me there till my phone died. Just kept me there. This nigga kept me there and started calling other people to join us. But he started calling other people who were wrongly there. These social nights, people will wear their earrings, they will wear Crocs, they will wear palms. It has never even crossed my mind to do that. So he was guarding all of us on the seat and just shooting the shit with us, not really punishing anybody, but just wasting our time basically. And a kind of fight broke out with the vendors that were at the parade ground selling before we all started moving for lights out. And then he had to face that because it was more serious and told all of us to go. That was funny. It's a very funny way to punish somebody. But that's that for the podcast, guys. Tomorrow I will let you guys know how the parade went. But how the OBS choir thing went. I'm hearing that we should wear white and white for the parade, and then I collected my fabric for my platoon today. So we should collect we should wear white and white, and then we just tie the fabric on our bodies. But I'm hearing on that report that tomorrow you can wear your mufti. So the whole day. So if that's how it goes, then I'm going to wear my mufti the whole day. I'll find something to wear. I bought Ishago. I brought one native that is still in the dry cleaner's leather since I brought it 21 days ago. I'll be 18 days ago. I have my Chelsea boots, so I guess I'll just pick an outfit for tomorrow and wear if we're allowed to wear mufti. And that's what it's going to be. Let this go to 20 minutes. It's just 12 seconds left. We'll get it to 20 minutes and I would have spoken for 20 straight minutes. Last time I did this on the podcast was a long time ago. But that was a lot to talk about today. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Bye.